You ever feel like the childlike wonder of opening packs full of random cards and sticking your favorites into a deck has been sucked out of the game? Decks today are all about optimizing hand trap ratios and playing the most optimal strategies possible, but where's the fun in that? In this series, we're trying to get to the highest rank in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, Master 1, by only opening Master Packs after every single win. But since we have already reached Diamond, we have entered Master Mode. Now we take 2 Master Packs after every single win. Credit to Cimo and Hausman for inventing. Playing Master Duel Masochist makes me feel like I'm playing a totally new game. But do you know what else can make you feel like you're playing a totally new game?
Are you ready to take your Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel play experience to a new level? The Untapped GG Companion is here for you. Use the deck tracker to know exactly what cards you have in your deck, and to go over any cards you aren't familiar with yet by hovering over them. It instantly updates when you draw a card, and automatically hides if you check your extra deck or graveyard. This is the perfect tool to help you master a new deck. The Untapped GG Companion also lets you import decks directly into the game in seconds. Copy any YDK or YDKE deck string, create a new deck in-game, click the Start Auto Import button, and let us take the wheel. Once the duel is over, check your win rate on your personal stats page. Brag among your friends and share your decks so they can import them into the game too. Start your path to master today by downloading the Untapped GG Companion at ygom.untapped.gg.
Alright, what's up guys? Today we have a new episode and we are playing a new deck. This is recommended by Tristan, who recommended it through the Discord, through the Discord that we have for the channel. This is the deck that he recommended. I made some changes to the extra deck, like including Fossil Machine, Skull Wagon, and stuff like that for Dogmatic Punishment. But this is the deck that he recommended. It is Stun, but Stun with Buzzsaw Shark, which goes into Right Hand Shark, which goes into Crooked Cook. And then also just kind of a variety of new stun cards that we haven't really tried. So this is the deck that I'll be trying today. Okay, so we just won the coin flip, and our opponent chose for us to go first, which is interesting. I guess I'll just start with the Commandant to try to bait something out. I guess they don't. Well, I mean, they're playing a 60 card deck anyway. I guess we just do Buzzsaw Shark and we see what we can do here. So we'll summon Buzzsaw Shark, activate itself, target itself. Right Hand Shark, yep. Summon Crooked Cook, and I guess call it a night. We have not tried this strategy before. It is defeatable, but we gotta just hope our opponent doesn't have... Our opponent just doesn't have anything that... Yeah, I'm not even gonna set any other cards. If it has to be the only card on the field. Yeah, it is defeatable, technically speaking, if they have a Kaiju, or if they have the Link 5 that links away everything on the field, or if they can get Piercing. This is technically defeatable. But we have not yet tried to do it. And I just realized I can't even deck this guy out because he's playing a 60 card deck. So that kind of sucks. Yeah, we play Crooked Cook and immediately we play against the 60 card deck. Like the first game. This is such a typical thing for it to happen to us. And I don't know if I really... I guess I'm an idiot. I should have made a different play. Now that I think of it. Now that I should have realized when he had a 60 card deck, I should not have made that. That was actually really dumb on my part. I mean, I don't know if he's got a card that can defeat. The problem is he's got... Yeah, I think I just got to scoop. This one was my fault. Because I should have set and activated all of this stuff. But I don't know how much that stuff really does against DDDs anyway. But I definitely should have played this out a little bit differently. Because I already see this is not... Technically, he can't out our monster here. So I guess that's good. And that gains him the life points. I mean, this guy's got some odd cards here. Just gonna add that back. Okay. Yeah, battle phase. Okay, it's a good thing I didn't leave. Yep, can't get over that. Yep, sure, can't lose his life points. So maybe this guy's a bot. I don't know what's going on. DDD bot, I don't know. Special summon this card from your hand. Yep. And then he Fiend locks himself. I can't believe this terrible summoning condition actually locks you. Actually, never mind. It's effect damage too, which actually isn't that bad because you inflict it to yourself. I'm going to make the Gilgamesh probably. Never mind. Siegfried. Okay, cool. So the problem is he has multiple ways to beat us here. This Crooked Cook is not going to win us the duel. This gains him life points, which means he's going to be up in life points. But on top of that, that barrier statue actually is right now not helpful at all. So I can't do anything with this Buzzsaw Shark because I already have the other shark underneath here. I honestly think we just passed. That's very unfortunate. He's going to keep gaining life points because he has the Oracle King, D-Arc. He's also got 60 cards, so I can't deck him out. And I also can't just... I can't just wait for him to burn himself because he's got the card that actually gains him life points. So I have to find a way to make things happen. The very odd situation. I got to draw something. He's going to negate his own spell trap card. He doesn't need to, being that he has this girl on the field, or this guy right here, this king. It says king, but this looks like a woman to me. It's very. It looks. Isn't that angel? I don't know. That's weird, isn't it? This looks like a girl to me. It says king, Oracle King, the Arc. Or I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. He's gonna go to battle phase again. He can't attack over my stuff. He can attack all he wants. My monster can't be destroyed by battle. So now he's taking 1,000 every turn. As long as we can get rid of this card, he's taking 1,000 every single turn. We just need to get rid somehow of the Oracle King. He's taking 2,000 every turn if we can get rid of it. Got a Link 1. Oh, never mind. Deus Ex. Okay, this still can't out my monster. I mean, it's cool. It can't out my monster. I guess that's a positive here. Condemned Witch, no point. Yeah, no point for Condemned Witch. I think we just pass. Yeah, I think we just pass. He can't out it. I mean, he can't out it. Ever. Alright, he's going to unfortunately gain 1,000 life points. I wish he was taking 1,000 life points, but he is gaining 1,000 life points. I need to find a way to get rid of this thing. How? I don't know. I need to get rid of this thing. Nothing in my hand gets rid of it. I have something that books it, but I don't have anything that gets rid of it. He's going to Pendulum Summon. Summon Orthos. Fiend Lock himself. Search. Actually not. He just locks himself. Alright. Back to our turn. Banisher of Radiance. Not particularly helpful in this matchup. Unfortunately, I think we should pass. It's not a bad card in this matchup. Not particularly great. I really need to... What outs do I even have to this card, honestly, at this point? If the discard Buzzsaw Shark, it's not doing anything for us. What outs do we have for this card? I mean, he's going to Imperm. I see him in the background. Imperm's not doing anything. We need Moon Mirror Shield, probably. And that's about it. I think Moon Mirror Shields are really our only out, but we have 3 of them. And I think Moon Mirror Shield is the out to this situation. Yeah, and then unfortunately he's going to keep gaining life points every single turn, so he's probably going to be endless. This is definitely a winnable situation. I just need to draw the right cards. Because this is like... I have to wait. I have to find a way to out Oracle King. Okay, he's going to summon Vice Typhoon. Savant, Kelper. Yeah, Oblivion King. Alright, he's going to summon Gilgamesh finally. He makes his appearance. The best DDD card there is. He's going to hit the end phase. Yeah, he's just kind of nothing left. And we're just waiting for this Moon Mirror. This is good, but like we just need Moon Mirror Shield. That's our main thing. We need to draw Moon Mirror Shield. Yeah. Moon Mirror Shield is the play. For sure. Nothing else really solves this problem. So we're going to end phase, discard Barrier Statue. The dark one. Yeah, Dark Barrier Statue. Plus we have to deal with this guy who's basically a negate. I have to deal with him. Because we have to deal with him no matter what. And if we do draw Moon Mirror Shield. I can't believe the card that's the problem here is this one. The Oracle King. I can't believe this is the card that is like the one that's stopping us from winning. This is such an odd situation to be in too. It's like so typical of our experience. I'm going to Pendulum Summon again. I mean, he's got 1 to Pendulum Summon here. 1 zone left. Yeah, he's going to summon Requiem. King Requiem. He's going to overlay probably into the rank 8. Yep. Yugioh. Yugioh does nothing against Crooked Cook anyway. Alright, so he's going to summon the Yugioh. He's going to set that up. Defissure. Again, not a bad card, but a little late now. I'm going to end phase. I think I'm going to discard. At this point, like, what do we even discard? We have too many monsters in hand, so I guess I won't be able to summon all of them. I just discard Condemned Witch. And like at this point, I don't know. It's like a... I probably should have gotten out of here the second he had a 60 card deck, but now I'm kind of like, I'm bought in, and he's like gaining life points. He has a 60 card deck. He has like the perfect counter to Crooked Cook. He's making it very difficult for us. And our opening hand really just only set up for Crooked Cook. I could have set these two, and I guess I could have just played that. I should have, looking back, I should have realized he's playing a 60 card deck, and I should have made Baguska, and I should have made Time Thief Redo, or Time Thief for Baguska. I probably should have made Baguska, and then set up Necro Valley and these two. That's what I should have done instead of going Crooked Cook. I think I was just too eager. I'm not going to sit through this anymore. This is just, this is going to go on for another hour. Okay, so we just won the coin flip, and man, is this a good hand. Like, actually, did we win the coin? No, our opponent won the coin flip, but they just didn't. They just decided not to, you know, whatever. I mean, this is a really good hand, actually. Wow. Yeah, we're going to normal summon the barrier statue. This is a really good hand. Activate Time Tearing Morganite. Really good hand. Activate Fissure, Defissure, Forbidden Droplets. Set that. Second Adia. And just pass. That's a really good hand. Like a really good hand. We have a way to stop an attack. The barrier statue, Defissure, Forbidden Droplets. And we have Time Tearing to draw 2 cards every turn. And we have 2 normal summons every single turn. This is just a really good hand. This is really great. And they're going to start with... They're playing heroes. Okay. Well, it is what it is. They're playing heroes. We do have a little bit of a setup. They're going to go Stratos. They can't normal summon, or they can't special summon anything but fires. I can't stop this search. I mean, I can with Forbidden Droplets, but I don't think it's worth it. I think we just book the monster when it tries to attack. Stratos' defense is obviously very, very low. A Dusted Gold, okay. Lets him get to the Dark Heroes. But again, he can't. Oh, that's cool too. It gets banished. Not that it matters. I don't think it has any relevant effect. Yeah, it doesn't have any relevant effect other than the fact that it gets the Dark Fusion anyway. Alright, he's going to go to battle phase. That's fine because we have the Canadia. So we're going to activate that. We also could have activated this, but then we got to give up 2 cards for 1 card. There's no point for that. Activate the book. Yep, that'll end his battle phase for sure. And then also we have this in graveyard for later if we need to make some kind of a play. Alright, he's going to set in this column. This could be Imperm. I'm not really sure, but we get to draw 2 cards here. Crackdown's cool, Judgment's cool. 2 great cards, yeah. Cool, we just go straight to the battle phase. No need to waste time, we just attack over Stratos. We didn't draw another great normal summon here, but that's fine because we have Crackdown. Which means we are still able to do plenty. And we have Judgment now, so that means if this is an Imperm, Imperm could shut down both these columns. We could negate this, and it could negate this, so if it is an Imperm, I have Judgment for the Imperm, which is good. You can normal summon Burstinatrix, which is hilarious. That is not what I expected, but we might have to crack down a Burstinatrix. Yep, we're going to have to crack down a Burstinatrix. This is the last... yeah, I'm definitely going to crack down right now. I'm going to crack down on the next one. The next monster, I'm going to go ahead and Forbidden Droplets. But I'm going to crack down this for now. And he's going to scoop it up. Nice. I mean, Stun has always been arguably our best strategy and our best deck. It's just a little bit, sometimes it's unfun to play. You got a legacy ticket, cool. Out of curiosity, this is what our opponent was playing. They were playing a 60 card. By the way, we played Crooked Cook 2 games in a row, and right off the bat, we play against 2 60 card decks. So they're playing, this is Heroes, like I've never seen it before. He's got all of the old school heroes with all of the originals, which is kind of cool. He's got Wild Heart. He's got all of the Jade and Yuki heroes, and then he's got all of the new heroes too. And he's got like random staples at 1, Magic Cylinder. Like he has so many funny cards in here, which is kind of cool. Okay, this is what our DDD opponent was playing. They're playing again like one of every DDD card. Mystic Walk, Crush Card Virus. Like, we lost to this, and we really shouldn't have. We should not have. We probably should not have gone Crooked Cook in that game. I think I just wanted to make it just to make it, but I obviously made a mistake. But this is another interesting Mirror Force, Magic Cylinder, and noobs love this stuff. But we've got a DDD deck that looks extremely hilarious. All right, let's open up a Master Pack. We are still in gold, so we only need to open one, or we only are allowed to open one, I should say. But this one this one has a UR in it, because URs are always guaranteed if they are glowing. So yeah, there's a UR. Yellow Ninja, I don't think we have enough to put together ninjas. TGs are not good enough. Counselor Lily, already have it. Jam Breeding Machine, this is a good Simor card actually. Trickstar, new Trickstar, this is another good card. I don't know how many of these I have. I have to check. If I have 3, that could actually be quite relevant. And then let's see what this holo is. We've got King Sarcophagus is a phenomenal card, but Horus is a high rarity engine that we just do not have. So just check, it's a UR, SR, UR, SR. We don't have the cards to make this usable. It's a great card, it's a great engine. I would love to use it. If I had it, I would, but unfortunately it is just this is one of how many URs that we need. This is one of 6 more URs that we need, because we need 3 Mcetis, we need 3 Mcetis, 2 more gold Sarcophagus, and then we'd need a 1 copy of Happy. So technically speaking, we need 6 more cards just to make this 1 card usable. I mean, it's possible, but I don't know if we're ever going to pull that. Okay, let's check on this Dark Worm guy, wherever he is. Actually, I have to sort this by order obtained. So we have 2 of the Simorg. This is the one that counts as Wind and Dark and gives you the extra normal summon. This card's actually pretty good. This card's normal, so you can send one Simorg monster from your deck to the graveyard. Like, all 3 of these effects are really good. He's one of the best Simorg monsters there is, if not the best Simorg monster there is. And then we have Supreme King, Dark Worm, which we now have 3 copies of. We also have this ring and this ring. So we have both rings, and we have the Supreme King, Dark Worm. We could probably end up using this somehow. Also, this always has the really good effect of, if this card's in your graveyard and you control no monster, special summon this card. If we had some way to send this to the graveyard, do we have Dragon's Ravine? Let me check. Ravine, we do not have. Do we have? There's that other card that sends dragons. Alright, it's Dragon Shrine. I just remembered it. Do we have Dragon Shrine? No, we don't have Dragon Shrine. Okay, so we don't have Dragon Shrine. I don't know. We don't really have a way to get this into the graveyard. If we had Dragon Shrine, we could send this special. It's a free level 4 and a free search, but unfortunately we don't have that. We also don't have Foolish. We also don't have Dragon Shrine. We also don't have Dragon's Ravine. So if we had any of those, we could definitely utilize this card, but we just can't utilize it as it currently stands. Alright, so we just won the coin flip. Oof, this hand is rough. I mean, Necro Valley is going to have to carry. Necro Valley is going to have to carry, because the rest of this hand is unusable unless other things are in our hand. Damn, if we drew 1 barrier statue or any one of our monsters, it didn't even have to be a barrier statue, could have been literally any of them, this would have been a decent hand. But Necro Valley, Unending Nightmare are the only real cards that we have in terms of interruptions or interactions. Alright, so we activate, obviously, Necro Valley, followed by Time Tearing Morganite, and then we just set we set Unending Nightmare, and we just pass. We gotta hope that's enough. I mean, it's not bad. It's not like the worst. Necro Valley does shut down a lot of decks. Unending Nightmare could be good if they're using continuous spells and stuff like that. And then from this, as long as we survive this turn, we get 2 cards next turn, and it's actually not that terrible. Alright, so they're gonna normal summon this weirdo. Destroyed, sent to the graveyard, special summon 1 Oracle of the Sun. So they're playing this deck. I mean, this is maybe, I don't know. Go straight to battle phase. Okay. We need to draw a monster. Otherwise, this guy will beat us. This guy does actually have a pretty cool artwork, though, I'm not going to lie. So he's going to attack. Okay, cool. Not much we can do there. Yeah, not much we can do there. Alright, he's going to go to end phase. Okay, I guess he just didn't have other plays, but we definitely need to draw a monster here. 3rd Moon Mirror Shield is insane. Synchro Zone, I really don't want to activate that, but actually, once per chain, destroy 1 face up. Actually, that's perfectly fine. So I guess we go end phase. We can activate Synchro Zone because we can just get rid of it with Unending Nightmare anytime we want to. So, yeah, we just we could just get rid of it. So if he tries to attack, but then again, he's playing a Synchro deck, right? Isn't this a Synchro deck? The Oracle, stuff like that. Isn't this a Synchro deck? Yeah, this is the Fire Ant, Supay. I mean, this is a Synchro deck in its own. That's crazy. Alright, they're gonna discard to summon Karaz. Yep, they're gonna discard a card, summon Karaz. They're gonna discard an Amazonas Tiger. This is like Amazonas with... I mean, I guess Amazonas does have some... Yeah, it does have the tigers, which are beasts. And the Amazonas... I think they have some beast warriors. Oh, no, they don't. They don't. They're all warriors, and they're going to link those two away. Or Synchro into Crossroads Dragon. I have not seen this card since 2016. I mean, I've not seen this card since 2019. I'm sorry, not 2016. I've not seen this card since 2019. Because I remember this used to just be 2 monsters with different types, so it just was kind of generic. People would use it from time to time. Blazing Cartesia. The normal summon jump scare. Yeah, we got that thing. And then we've got Crossroads Dragon. What a group of cards. Crossroads Dragon, Karaz. What is this, the history of Yu-Gi-Oh? What's going on here? Alright, he's going to link those two away. And go into Backup Supervisor. This guy's literally playing like the B team of every Yu-Gi-Oh deck ever. This card, I can't believe it's this card is Backup Secretary. This is upgraded Backup Secretary. It's Backup Supervisor. Okay, end of main. Yep. And then battle phase. Yep. We're gonna activate Synchro Zone to prevent him from attacking. And when we want to, when we need to, we can Unending Nightmare to get rid of our own Synchro Zone later on. But right now he can't attack. We can attack once we get a monster. We'll attack. Again, we're not in a terrible situation because we're just waiting for to draw any monster. It doesn't matter who, just any monster, not that. That, yes, that. But not that. That is just not something we need right now. So we'll summon this out. We'll attach Moon Mirror Shield to it. Yep, right there. Yep, cool. And then we will activate Unending Nightmare. Yes, we want to use the effect immediately. We want to pop our own Synchro Zone, so now our monsters can attack. Go to battle phase and just attack over this Backup Secretary. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We're in a decent situation. I really don't want to clog up my back row with the anti-spell because I might actually need to use Moon Mirror Shields. I mean, I guess I could set a Moon Mirror Shield and an anti-spell, but I really don't want to. Anti-spell is one of those cards that, like, I have, but I'm not huge on it. Even in this deck. Obviously, if somebody gives me a deck list, I'm going to play it no matter what, but, like, anti-spell sometimes clogs our own lane. The only time it's really good is to stop, like, Lightning Storm and stuff like that, but realistically, they could just set it next turn, activate it anyway, because this deck isn't going to OTK ever, and it's very back row reliant. I'd prefer something like a Backup Curtain, personally, but I can understand why somebody would put that in the deck, because it is technically a Floodgate, and it is good against a lot of decks. Okay, he's going to summon Nerval, which is like, okay. Nerval is a weird one. But he is playing some kind of a... I don't know what's going on here. I guess a lot of people... not a lot of people. Some people do mix Tri-Brigades with, like, branded. But actually, now that the more I think about it, it's probably a bot. If they're attacking me, it's probably... Damn, that was a lot of damage. Oh, because it did the defense. Wow, that's great. This is a lot of damage. Alright, we just need to draw some monsters. It's probably 99.9% chance this is a bot, so we need to just hurry up and draw some more monsters and win this game. Now he's going to add Fractal. Yeah, this bot is actually like playing a constructed engine in here. Alright, men phase, end phase. Okay, great. Nope, don't want to activate that. Draw 2 for turn. No, please, monster. Yes, there. I can't use the effect to special summon that. But that's fine. We can normal summon this, which is good. And then we can do this to not deal with Tri-Brigades anymore. And then I think we just attack the monsters we've got. No need to even Moon Mirror Shield. Although we can technically Moon Mirror Shield both monsters. Yeah, we can Moon Mirror Shield, because if honestly, the good thing about having Unending Nightmare is that if we just need to move things out of the way, we just Unending Nightmare them out of the way. So we'll go with this. Yep, to this, and then we go with Anti-Spell, and we just end phase here. Again, if we want to move things out of the way, we just blow them up ourselves. We'll go standby phase. We'll just hit them with the anti-spell fragrance. We'll hit them as soon as possible. Alright, standby phase or draw phase, we instantly anti-spell. Try to prevent any funny business. Any random lightning storms, anything like that. Yeah, I actually do like the Unending Nightmare in this deck, because it does let you clear out your own back row, which actually can be helpful. Sometimes having too much of these like floodgates in the back can actually negatively affect this sometimes, and that has happened before. In a normal summon, Fractal, it's cool, whatever. We should be winning next 2 turns. If we draw a monster, we're winning next turn. If we don't draw a monster, then it sucks. But this guy's obviously a bot, so he's going to run into whatever attack monster we have here. Okay, yep, he's going to run into that. He's going to take some damage. Cool, that's gone. And now we just got to get back to our turn. Like I said, we really need to draw 2 monsters. If we draw 2 monsters, we win. If we draw 1 monster, it's decent, we win, actually. If we draw 1 monster, we win. If we draw 2 monsters, we definitely win. The only monster we don't want to draw is like Condemned Witch, then we lose. Well, we don't lose, but we just don't win next turn if we draw Condemned Witch. Alright, he's going to end his turn. Let's see what we get here. Draw for turn, Crackdown, Condemned Witch. Literally exactly what I said. Literally exactly what I said. So we don't want to draw Condemned Witch, we draw Condemned Witch. Okay, so we'll normal summon Condemned Witch. Actually, never mind, it's 2,900 exactly. So I guess it didn't matter. Okay, so we'll just... Yeah, it's 29 exactly. That's cool then. We won. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's go to battle phase. We'll attack now. This guy's a bot, so he's not going to have anything, but I'm going to attack. And I'm going to attack again. And I'm just going to do a quick veteran move here. I'm going to activate Unending Nightmare to pop things because I want to get my dailies done, honestly. So I'm going to activate this to destroy cards of our own. Obviously, don't lose the duel, but we're going to activate these so that we can destroy our own cards here. That's at least 3 cards destroyed. And now we just attack with this and win the game. Again, I'm just trying to get my dailies done. Quick, easy veteran move. Destroy some cards. It doesn't say whose cards to destroy, so you can destroy your own, and that way we get a few extra gems for free. Okay, this is what our opponent was playing. They were playing one of the most cohesive bot decks I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, it doesn't look like it right here, but like this guy was actually like doing combos. Like he was doing like Tri-Brigade combos, which is kind of like shocking because again, it doesn't look like it could possibly do that. But he actually, well, he was like link summoning and stuff. This is honestly one of the most productive bots I've ever seen. And he has an alternate art, royal rare, incredible Ecclesia. Alright, let's open up a master pack. Hopefully we get something cool here. I'm going to open this up. It's not glowing, but it's not a problem. It's not a problem at all. Got to keep hopeful that we get something. See, look at that. I got to keep hopeful. Alien Psychic, not usable. Raptor, that's a Raidraptor card. Mekanko card. Black Monster. What is this? Black Dinosaur with a normal summon. Yeah, it's not usable. All repeats so far. Let's go with this card right here. Got a Magic Key, level 8. Magic Key monsters make level 8s. I didn't even know they made level 8s. Once per turn when we do have a few Magic Key things too. This guy's got to be newer. I don't remember him. Once per turn when your normal monster or Magic Key monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, detach one material, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the art. So that's like Flame Wing Man. Cool. Once per turn during your opponent's main phase, you can target one monster your opponent controls with the same attribute as a normal monster. Detach, banish that monster. That's not terrible. I mean, neither of these effects are terrible. They're just not great. Magic Key is one of those archetypes that's just like, it's not cohesive. Like, it's just, the effects are like all over the place. Like, they really are. And then this card isn't like horrible, but 2 level 8s is kind of a lot. Yeah, 2 level 8s is kind of a lot for what this is. It destroys an opponent's monster while battling. Yeah, like this is like not a bad card. It's just not. 2 level 8s in that deck is asking for a lot. Then we've got a Shino Bird, which is a cool deck, but this is very, very archetypal, and unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do anything with this. This is an extremely archetypal card. You need all the other Shino birds. You need the Shino Baroness Peacock. You need the Shino Baron, which are super rares. You need three copies of the Calling. You need at least some of this. Like, there's just too many cards that you need to make this usable. Alright, so we just won the coin flip again. We have this, like, Max C immediately. So I guess I was going to say we go Buzzsaw Shark or Barrier Statue. Based on that, I'm going to go ahead and go Barrier Statue. Okay, you want to Max C me? Okay, fine. Okay, you want to Max C me? Okay, we'll see how that works out. No problem. You want to use Max C against me? Okay, we'll see about that. So he's going to Max C me. I'm going to go ahead and use a Barrier Statue. We got to teach these guys a lesson. Max C in the standby phase? Come on, man. So we'll go with the Barrier Statue. Hope he's not playing a fire deck. Fingers crossed. All the way across and all the way around, because we do not want him. If he's playing a fire deck, this is really annoying. Pot of Extravagance, which is a card that we really want to pull ourselves, especially for the deck that we're currently playing. That would be really nice. We have Roll of Revealing Light, which we have not drawn yet. And this is kind of a new card. It basically prevents attacks forever. You just gotta, oof, and he scoops. I wonder what deck he's playing. Yeah, Pot of Extravagance is another card that we would love to pull. Okay, this is one my opponent was playing. Kashtira. Kashtira, I love this. I love it. By the way, again, we play Crooked Cook. Look what he's got in the extra deck. The out to Crooked Cook. Isn't that insane? Isn't that absolutely insane? Every single time we played Crooked Cook today, and we've had either an opportunity to summon it, or we have summoned it, our opponent has had the natural out. Gaining life points, either gaining life points, having a 60 card deck, or, in this case, Underworld Goddess. Just randomly, Royal Rare on top of that. Can you imagine if I had gone Crooked Cook and they Underworld Goddess me Royal Rare? How mad would I have been? But, luckily, we drew the Barrier Statue also. And it always feels good to beat Kashtira, because they always open up Unicorn. They always open up perfectly. They did have the out, but they didn't draw it, which was Infinite Impermanence. But, yeah, we definitely want to see this Pot of Extravagance. We definitely want to pull one. Okay, let's open up a Master Pack and hopefully get a card that will change our lives forever. Because at this point, we have opened probably thousands of packs. I don't even know how many packs we've opened. Dragon's Fighting Spirit, Fortune Fairy EN, Gold Gadget, I'll take it. Great Sand Sea Goganda, another one. Okay, I'll take that. Gimmick Puppet Dreary Doll, Flower Cardian, Performer Pile Trump Witch, and Fortune Lady Rewind. All reap. Okay, so we just lost a coin flip. Very monster heavy hand, which is generally not what you want when you lose a coin flip, but they special some. Never mind, my opponent let me go first. Okay, so I guess we summon the Fossil Dyna, set Power Sink Stone, and just pass. I guess that's what we do. We gotta hope they don't draw a monster that's bigger than Fossil Dyna, because we didn't draw any protection for Fossil Dyna whatsoever. Yeah, unfortunately, this is kind of the hand that we drew. No protection for him at all. Alright, he's going to activate the Chronograph Sorcerer. Okay. This is actually off to a decent start. If he didn't draw like Skullcrobat Joker, he might not be able to get over the Fossil Dyna. Never mind. He's going to have access to it momentarily, which sucks for me. Yep, that sucks for me. And he's probably just going to be able to attack over it. But then I guess we have the Power Sink Stone. Pendulum Fusion. Okay, that's infused with the Pendulum Scales. I didn't expect him to search that. Especially since he can't fusion summon right now. Okay, he's going to do this. Sure. I can't activate Power Sink Stone yet. Just right now it wouldn't be helpful. Okay, he's going to go with the other one, which is the Time Gazer. He's got double Time Gazer. He's got 2 8 scales. Star Pentagraph, right? Yeah. He's got 2 8 scales and face. I don't know how these people are thinking. I don't even know what that I don't think he knows how to add. He's got an 8 and an 8 and just passed. Okay. I guess we go, no, not Condemned Witch. I guess we go Barrier Statue of Fire. Just go to battle phase and try to do some damage. I was gonna go Condemned Witch to try to search a forbidden droplets, but I think this is actually better because now we have 2 monsters. He has to deal with 2 monsters. He's got to essentially have 2 normal summons, and we go. There can be only one and just pass here. That is some funny stuff here. 2 of the same Pendulum Scale and a Pendulum. He's gonna normal summon Dark Worm. which I'm fine with. Again, I'm kind of fine with that. Yeah, it's fine. He's going to summon this. There's no point for me to use. He's going to search a scale, but he ate up his own scale, so he can't even use them. I'm not really sure why he used the double time gazer. Yeah, battle phase, okay. We're going to lose somebody here. We don't know who, but we're going to lose somebody. We're losing the barrier statue. What does that do? Okay, so I can't activate trap cards if a pendulum monster battles. That's actually maybe relevant. But I don't know. That actually may be relevant. I can't activate trap cards. Necro Valley. The Necro Valley stops specifically him and nobody else. So I think we normal summon this. Activate it. And then we search out Forbidden Droplets. And then we'll go battle phase. Hit him with Forbidden Droplets right now. We'll send... We have so many cards to send, but I don't even know which one's like a good option here. We could send this, but I think it's going to come in handy. Power Sync Stone might come in handy. I actually think Necro Valley is the only thing that stops is him specifically. So I will be... Yeah, I'll just do this. Then we'll just attack over him. I can't activate trap cards, that's whatever. Get over him, he goes to the top of the extra deck. We attack directly, and that's it. That's all she wrote. Main phase, end phase. Yeah, I think that's the appropriate thing to do. Because the thing about Necro Valley is it kind of sucks against Pendulum decks. In general, it just doesn't really do anything. It does something against Supreme King Darkworm, but he gets put to the top of the Pendulum deck. So he only is good if he's in graveyard. Until then, he's not really... End phase. Wonderful. Wonderful. End phase. Now, once I think we summon the Dark Barrier statue, I think, this game is probably wrapped up. I mean, this is, like, the stun deck is very good because it is, like, it's really strong. Like, the stun deck is really, really strong because it basically prevents our opponent from playing any Yu-Gi-Oh! Whatsoever. It kind of has struggles going second, as any deck has struggles going second, but I don't mind playing it every once in a while. It can be a little bit less interactive to play, just because, like, obviously, it's a stun deck, so... The idea here is to prevent our opponent from playing, and by them not playing, we're not really playing. We're just normal summoning and attacking. And the other issue with this deck is, like, once we actually get into, like, Platinum and people are playing, like, Kashtira and Primite and, like, things that easily out this deck, it becomes a little bit more difficult, especially Primite. Primite just absolutely destroys this deck because they normal summon. They activate the normal summon, activate the effect to search for the Lordly Load, and then they get Drill Beam, and then we're basically done from there. So that's kind of the issue with that deck. If we draw a monster here, we win. If not, we stretch this out another... Okay, I mean, that's fine. Time Tearing is cool. Yeah, I guess we're stretching it out another turn, but at this point, he'd need to draw a lot. You need to draw, like, Harpy's Feather Duster and really good normal summons in order to really do this, which is pretty difficult. This is one of those... The other thing about this deck is, like, it feels... You know when you're about to win. Like, you know when you're about to win. He would have to draw Harpy's Feather Duster or Raigeki to even have a chance of beating us right now. And I don't... it's very unlikely. On top of that, he clogged his own scale, so he, like, really can't do anything right now. His best bet right now is to open, like... Yeah, like I said, like a Harpy's Feather Duster or Raigeki combo. Like, if he opens those two specifically, he could probably still win. But even if he opens those, he's got his scales messed up, so I don't know if he really can be able to do that. And he's gonna scoop it up, and again, it's like his own fault. I don't know what was going on with those scales. It just looks stupid. I don't know. Maybe he didn't mean to. Okay, we ranked up. Look at that. Not a huge rank up, and we've definitely been in this rank a million times, but I'll take it. Okay, let's see what our opponent was playing. They were playing a very pure Pendulum deck. They have no idea what they're doing because they put two scales that are the same number. They're playing Pot of Riches, playing 10 cards in the extra deck. The extra deck in Pendulums is tight. We've got no Electromite. We've got no Beyond the Pendulum. As a matter of fact, we don't have any Link monsters whatsoever. And with the new Master Rule, you can only summon from the extra deck to an extra monster's own. So this guy looks like he was playing Pendulums in like 2015, 16, and just doesn't have the new update. Also, we really need a Dragon Shrine. All right, let's open up another Master Pack here. So we've got, cool, we've got another Master Pack. It's not glowing, but When has that ever stopped us, right? Dark Rose Fairy, Usarctic card, Molten Swordsman, Tearlament Cry. Oh, cool, a Harvester. That's actually a really good card. We do have an Earth Machine deck. We did play it a couple episodes ago and unfortunately did not perform as well as we all would have liked because we are still missing a ton of things. This is actually one of those things that we were missing. This is like the Elemental Hero Stratos of this entire archetype. It searches an Infinitrack monster on summon or normal summon, which is really good. And then it can combine levels and basically make bigger rank like Exceed monsters. Divine Evolution, don't have enough good divines. And Flunderee's Map, great card. Don't have the full collection of Flunderee cards to do something. Alright, we won this coin flip. The hand's pretty good. It's everything we honestly want in a hand. We've got Messenger, Crackdown, Paleozoic, Barrier Statue, and the Gravekeeper's Command. They can ash this, it really doesn't matter. If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. I mean, this hand is like outrageously good. We've been drawing some sick hands with this deck today. We really haven't been bricking. These are the ideal hands, by the way. It is one monster, 4 small trap cards, and these are basically, yeah, they're like the ideal hands. Because then you have that, and then you follow up by drawing more monsters, hopefully, and you win. Our opponent has something. It's probably Imperm, if I had to guess. And if they do have an Imperm, well, then I'm going to have to deal with it, but it is what it is. They probably have Imperm. Or Imperm, maybe Maxi, maybe one of the Molcharmy cards. It's probably what he has, but we'll know when it comes to us having to know. Okay, our opponent is setting. They're going to activate Supreme King's Castle, which is an evil hero card, which I knew, but I just haven't really seen anybody play the field spell. This came out a few waves ago of support, but this deck gets so much support, it's actually kind of outrageous. They're going to normal summon Toxic Bubble, which does not out our barrier statue because it's 800 attack, and you couldn't attack even if it did out our barrier statue, but it really doesn't out our barrier statue. Battle phase, okay. Maybe he knows something I don't. Maybe. I don't think this is a bot. I'm going to let this attack go through, but I don't know what's happening here. Maybe he's got a, what's his name? He's got like a, oh shit. Uh-oh. Oof. Damn, I didn't see that coming. I'm not going to lie. I should have read that. That was really dumb on my part. I should have read that card. I cannot believe he just had the out there. Okay, but that's my fault. It's no one's fault but my own. I'm going to have to deal with that. That's my fault completely. Trap Trick. I don't think really does anything. Oh, actually, Trap Trick's not bad. We'll activate this to resolve. Yes, we'll pay the maintenance cost. That's cool, though. Now, see, I don't mind making mistakes. I'll learn. Personally, I like making mistakes and learning from them rather than reading every single 3-paragraph card. I'd rather just make the mistakes because now I will always know that this card does this. If I had read it, I would have, okay, cool. And then the next time somebody would have played it against me, I would have, again, read it. And the next time somebody played me, I'd be like, okay, cool. And then I would have read it and read it and read it. This way, I think, is just better. For me, personally, I would rather just make the mistake. Yeah, I would personally rather just make a mistake than read a card 3 million times. This guy's playing absolute pure evil heroes, which is kind of funny. Activate Dark Fusion. Okay, cool. Again, we have decent outs. He can fusion summon, but he actually can't use the graveyard. The other card uses the graveyard, not Dark Fusion. The other one, Dark Calling, uses the graveyard. He's going to fuse these two. We can steal it. We can book it. We have a million ways to deal with this card that he's about to. He's going to summon Evil Hero Lord Neos. This is new. Okay, if this card's special summon, sent to the graveyard, target one face of monster, opponent controls, take control of it. It's not even that good. Okay, fine. That card's just not that good. End phase. Can he not attack? What's going on? Alright, I'm going to Trap Trick. Anyway, I'm going to set Dogmatic Punishment for later if I need to. Cool. I'm going to set the Dogmatic Punishment. Bust Right Hand Shark. Doesn't really do anything. I guess we just crack down, link his monster away, right? Okay. Okay, so maintenance cost, resolve, we actually do not want to pay. No, we don't need to pay it. We won't pay it. That's, by the way, why he didn't attack. I just realized that. But we're going to go crack down here. Going to take this, move it out of the way. Nope, don't want to do anything else. Then we're going to just normal summon right hand shark and attack, probably. Then we're going to normal summon, attack. We don't have any cards to like destroy this or anything. That's not that worth it. I think we just go to battle phase. Yeah, we just go to battle phase and attack with the right hand shark. That should be decent. Yeah, we'll just attack with the right hand shark. We still have some interruptions. We have Necro Valley, Paleozoic, Punishment. He also got his graveyard pretty much shut down by Necro Valley, which is cool. So we'll just attack. We'll end on this. Again, I could have linked away this Neos Lord, but right now I don't think we need to summon Cerberus or Phoenix. They just don't really have a purpose because we can get rid of their normal summon with the Punishment. Canadia is cool too. Okay, he's going to normal summon Stratos. Again, we have the out, so it's not that big of a deal. But obviously it can search some stuff that is a big deal. He's going to search the Adusted Gold, that's fine. That guy grabs, what, Dark Calling and the Dark Fusion, I imagine. If he grabs Dark Calling, Dark Fusion, or a card that mentions it. If he grabs Dark Calling, you actually can't use it because of Necro Valley. And a lot of these newer players will make that mistake, because Necro Valley is an old-ass card that a lot of people don't know about. They're going to go straight to the end phase and not even going to attack. Which is fine with me. Actually, that's fine with me. Yep. Nope, don't have to do anything else. I'm going to see what I draw first. See what I have to commit to. Dark Barrier Statue is pretty cool, actually, right now. Yeah, Dark Barrier Statue is pretty cool. I'll take that. I guess we normal summon this out. Yeah, we normal summon this out. I don't think there's anything worth... Yeah, Dogmatic Punishmenting. So I guess we'll just activate, book this. I wish... Never mind. I was going to say I wish I could have booked this, but that would be dumb anyway. Because this only books your opponent's monsters. And then we'll just go to battle phase. Yep, we'll just go to battle phase. Attack over these two. Dark Barrier Statue is not particularly great right now because he's playing Evil Heroes, but it's not bad either. It's definitely like a usable card for sure. Yep, so we'll attack over Stratos, and then we'll hit him with a right-hand shark. And we still get to sit on the Dogmatic Punishment, which can come up later if he summons, like, the Adusted Gold or something. Or he's going to activate Adusted Gold to go grab something. Again, hopefully he grabs Dark Calling, not realizing Necro Valley pretty much stops it. That would be ideal, because his graveyard is full, and he doesn't have enough fusion material. Nope, he's going to activate, he's going to get Dark Fusion. I mean, he got two other things. If they're monsters, then he actually gets to do this. If they're not, then that's good for us. But we have Dogmatic Punishment for whatever monster he does summon. He's going to activate Impermanence. I don't think there's any monster I'm really worried about negating here. Like, I'm getting negated. Like, Dark Barrier Statue. I mean, like, okay, he's going to negate that. That monster wasn't doing anything anyway. He couldn't activate its effects. I mean, there's nothing... Dark Fusion, okay, he actually did have exactly two monsters, which is insane, by the way. He did actually have two monsters. I guess he's worried about this card's effect. This card's, or a monster sent to your opponent's graveyard, or this card's on the field. He's probably worried about his own monster's effects. So he's doing that, but in reality, it doesn't really matter. Malicious Bane, can that not be targeted? Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Wonderful, got to deal with that. Destroys all other monsters, yep, they're gone. And he's going to go to battle phase. So now I have to deal with this Malicious Bane somehow. I don't know how I'm going to deal with it, but I do have to deal with it. I don't know, because Dogmatic Punishment can out Malicious Bane. That's how you out Malicious Bane. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. That's great. Actually, I'll wait for him to commit even more stuff. What can I activate here? Right-hand Shark? Will do. I'll activate Right-hand Shark. Special summon him back. Never mind. Necro Valley. Well, the positive thing is it stays in the graveyard. It doesn't banish itself. So I can just activate it again next turn. Or when I do eventually get rid of Necro Valley. That's the positive thing. I totally forgot about my own Necro Valley. But it doesn't matter because, again, it just stays in grave. Okay, let's see if he draws a monster. If he draws... Nope, he doesn't draw a monster. But that's fine. We have, again, we have the Storming Mirror Force. He's going to attack directly. We're definitely going to Storming Mirror Force, which definitely outs the Malicious Bane. Oh, shoot, I didn't activate the Paleozoic. Damn it. I just forgot. Well, it wouldn't have mattered anyway because you have Necro Valley, but it doesn't matter. He's going to set another card. I got to watch out for these columns because obviously he could be playing imperms when we've already seen one. Forbidden Droplets does nothing right now. Absolutely nothing. We need to draw something. That does nothing. I guess we can activate this, see if he challenges it somehow. Might as well. It's going to get negated. He doesn't have a card that chains to that effect, so these cards are probably extremely relevant to heroes based on the fact that they cannot respond to that kind of stuff. It could be imperm. It could be stuff that's relevant to heroes. It could also be copies of call by, but it's probably not call by because, again, he can't respond to this effect. But then again, call by can't be used right now anyway because of Necro Valley. We need to draw monsters. Please draw a monster. Synchro Zone. Well, we know he's not going to be synchroing, so at least that's positive. I guess we just put this way over here and pass. I really don't want to activate Synchro Zone, but I think I'm fine to activate Synchro Zone because I have Dogmatic Punishment. And I also, with Dogmatic Punishment, I can pop his monster and I can send the Fossil Convoy. And then this can banish the Destroy a Spell Trap card on the field. So I can get rid of my own Synchro Zone whenever I want to. It's not a huge concern. Okay, they're going to hit the end phase again. Again, this is the problem with the stun deck sometimes. It's this kind of gameplay where we just don't see anything. And our opponent just doesn't see anything. And like, we drew a lot of our monsters up front, and a lot of our monsters were spell trap cards. So like this right here is basically a spell trap card. We basically drew one barrier statue, two barrier statues, right hand shark, and we haven't seen any other monster for quite some turn. This is kind of like the challenge of this deck is like, you don't want to include too many monsters, because if you include too many monsters, you see those hands where you draw like 5 monsters and you can't play because you can't protect the monsters that you summon. And sometimes you don't play enough monsters and you have hands like this where back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. You just go on and on and on and you can't play for multiple turns. Like we're on turn 17, I've drawn 3 monsters. So like, look how many cards are in play here. I've got 9, 1, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. So 9, 1. We have 16 cards in play, and I've seen 3 monsters, which is technically ratio-wise kind of relevant. And if it wasn't for that Malicious Bane outing the entire board, we probably would have been fine, but it is what it is. He's going to summon Infernal Gainer. Okay. This doesn't have any relevant effect anyway, but I can just Synchro Zone whenever I want. I really do wish we had some of the cards for Dogmatic Punishment that lets us like draw and stuff like that. I wish we had some of those cards. That would be really awesome. I'm going to Dogmatic Punishment. Let's see, Dogmatic Punishment. I'm going to send the Fossil Convoy. This can't actually use its effect to pop a Spell Trap card, because I just realized it can't banish itself because of Necro Valley. But we get to pop his monster nevertheless. And later on, if Necro Valley is not on the field, then it can become relevant. Also, I can send Necro Valley to the graveyard anytime I want to for the Forbidden Droplets anyway. There is some cool synergy to this. Another one, come on. I mean, that's not bad because he's got mostly heroes. He's got some fiends because he's playing evil heroes, but he's got mostly warriors and fiends, so that's not terrible. Guess we just hit the end phase here. I mean, worst case scenario, we do have Synchro Zone. What I like about this build of the deck is that we have cards like Unending Nightmare and Forbidden Droplets that can get rid of things like Synchro Zone and Necro Valley to allow us to play the game more. So we can kind of like turn up and turn down our floodgates to like, so they don't hurt us, but they hurt our opponent. So once like our opponent is really beat up by the floodgate, then we can get rid of it and play it. That thing is 300 attack. It's not a huge concern. Usually I say that and then things become a huger concern. This guy's actually playing evil heroes. Like he's playing all of the old evil heroes, which is kind of funny. But again, I have Synchro Zone, so I'm going to go ahead and flip this now. I'm going to activate Synchro Zone. Again, I would activate this, but it's not coming back anyway. I could pop my Necro Valley, but I think it's actually doing some serious work right now. This Necro Valley. He's going to go to battle phase. Again, he can't attack, so unless he Synchro summons, which I know he's not going to because he's playing heroes, he's not going to be Synchro summoning. Yep, main phase, end phase. Again, just a monster, please, just a monster. Any monster, we have a million of them, just a monster. Nope, not a monster. Not a monster. We're at this point, I think there's more monsters than anything in this deck. Like, there honestly is. We're going to look, As you can see here, we have all of these monsters we haven't drawn. We haven't drawn this, one of these, this. We haven't drawn any of those monsters. We got to draw one. Just one monster, and I think we can start wrapping up this duel. Because then I have plays I can make. Because right now, I could technically activate, like, I can activate Unending Nightmare, and then I can chain the Paleozoic, and then I can use the Unending Nightmare to pop Necro Valley if I want to, and then I'll bring back the Paleozoic, but then I just have this 1200 attack monster on the field, and I get rid of my own Necro Valley. So I don't think that actually helps right now. Plus I have to pay another 1000 life points to pop Synchro Zone. Gotta be kidding me with this Anti-Spell. This is, again, Anti-Spell is one of those cards that like later in the duel it just does nothing. Also, I just realized I can also, if I pop the Necro Valley, I can also summon the shark back, so that could be relevant at some point. We'll have to see, but the shark can potentially be relevant too. Alright, it's going to hit the end phase again. Obviously, we know why. Please, yes, a monster. Finally, a monster. Okay, now the question is, do we just summon the barrier statue and start attacking, or do we use this Unending Nightmare to do some crazy shit? I think we use the Unending Nightmare to do some crazy shit. Because then we can get a couple of monsters on board here real quick and sweep things. I think we have Dimension Fissure, so I don't really need the barrier statue. Put chaining on. I think we have to do some tricks real quick. So we're gonna activate Unending Nightmare. Oh, I messed up. Fuck. I already messed up. No, I messed up. Alright, so we're gonna have to do some more tricks in a second here. That was a mistake. We were supposed to activate the shark first, but it's fine because I will still be able to do it. Okay, I'll still be able to do it. Now we activate. There can be only one. Okay, that's fine. We do that, and then we activate the Paleozoic. Okay, we activate the Paleozoic. We almost messed that up, but it's fine. And then we activate Unending Nightmare. So we do all that, and then we pop the Necro Valley. I almost messed it up, but it's fine. Luckily, I had this other trap card that happened to be set here. So this will get popped. This will resolve, and it'll be able to summon itself. This will also summon itself, which is nice. And then we get two monsters pretty much. And now, if we want to attack, we can pop our own Synchro Zone, and we can attack. Now, the danger here is that our life points are a little... Ring of Destruction. Why do you have that? Why do you have that? Why do you have that? But I have to... Yeah, I'm going to Forbidden Droplets. I need to save the life points. I actually am kind of close on life points. So we're going to send... Can I send... Why can't I send this card? Why can't I send that card? What is preventing me from sending the right-hand shark to the graveyard? Forbidden Droplets. Why can't I send this card to the graveyard? I'm sorry, what? I'm not sure. Why can't I send the right-hand shark to the graveyard? Ah, it's banished when it leaves the field. That's why. I just remembered. That's why. Okay, so... Okay, I guess we send... I don't know. Kind of like the cards we have. I want to keep this. Synchro Zone, I probably will just send for free. I'll probably just send Synchro Zone to the graveyard. I'll send that. I was trying to send, obviously, right-hand shark. I was trying to set myself up for success there. But I guess we're both getting burned for 15. Yeah, we'll cut this guy's attack in half. I forgot about that. Right-hand shark does get banished when it leaves the field, therefore I can't send it with the barrier statue. What do we have in here now? Convoy. Okay, we might as well do this to pop his field spell. Pop that. Normal summon out the barrier statue. And I'll activate Dimension Fissure so this gets banished when it leaves the field. And now we go to battle phase. Just attack with these guys. He's got something here. What in the world could this be? He's got 1,000 life. I mean, he's got not 1,000 life points. He's got... We'll see what happens here. We'll attack with these two. We've got the barrier statues pretty decent. We just gotta hope he doesn't draw one of these monsters, a bigger monster. We'll set the anti-spell fragrance. Power Sync Stone's not going to help. I've got chaining on. What can I summon here? What can I summon? What's it ask? Oh, Nightmare Phoenix. Nah, no need. We'll go end phase. I don't want to set this to clog this zone, but I will activate anti-spell as quick as possible because I don't want him fusion summoning or using like Dark Calling or Dark Fusion or anything like that. So I'll just activate this as soon as possible. Or Harpy's Feather Duster or any of those like back row removal cards. So we'll flip this as soon as possible. I was supposed to do a little better last turn, but obviously that Ring of Destruction kind of caught me by surprise. I should have known there's going to be some kind of interruption, but I expected like Imperm and like that kind of stuff. I did not expect a Ring of Destruction. That kind of threw me off. But this will force him to set, which is nice, and then hopefully we just go to our turn. If he isn't able to summon a monster, we could potentially win here, but this guy's got some weird stuff. Yeah, he's going to set a bunch. Usually when people set a bunch, it's all hoopla. Like they're just setting things to scare you, but they don't actually have anything. But hopefully we can just attack and win this duel. Battle of Goganda is great, because if he has a Mirror Force or something like a Ring of Destruction, then we can just protect ourselves. Never mind. I have to set it because of anti-spell. Alright. I guess we just attack. We have to attack here, and if it goes through, we win. If it doesn't go through, well then things go on and on and on forever. So he's got a metaverse, not a multiverse. He's got a metaverse. This can get him a field spell. I don't know what field spell is relevant right now, but he can get him a field spell. Possibly another Supreme King's Castle, but it could be something else. Yep, Supreme King's Castle. He could have activated it. He didn't have to set it. I mean, he didn't have to add it to hand, and then we attack, and hopefully this goes through. This guy had an interesting deck either way. Win or lose, he could still have something crazy. Win or lose, this was a very interesting Draining Shield. Come on, dude. Draining Shield. Draining Shield. The hell kind of shit is this? Alright, we go to end phase. Draining Shield. Draining Shield, Ring of Destruction. A bunch of heroes. See, this is why I love gold, by the way. I love gold. Like, I honestly, sometimes playing in platinum is just a chore. Playing in gold is always full of fun. Like, it really is. Draining Shield, Ring of Destruction. Every other game, our opponent is playing some kind of like a Magic Cylinder, Mirror Force. Like, every game is something interesting. This guy's playing like evil heroes from years ago. Damn, if he draws Lava Golem, we are done. We're done if he draws Lava Golem. He tributes these two, passes. I just lose. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do if he does that. Monster Reborn. Uh-oh. It's got to be a fire monster, not the Lava Golem. Oh, another barrier statue. Okay, well that's fine. I have no protection, by the way, whatsoever right now. I have no protection. Yeah, battle phase is going to probably crash these two. He's using a barrier statue to out a barrier statue, and they're both getting banished. It's kind of crazy. It was like that Monster Reborn was like a double call by the grave. Okay, he's going to activate Sinister Necrom. You know what? Looking back at it, I probably should not have gotten rid of my Necro Valley. I thought I could win this duel real quick, but I probably should not have done that. And now I'm probably going to have to pay. I'm probably going to have to pay for this, but either way, this has been a very, very fun and close duel. So, win or lose, this has been fun. We're going to draw a Moon Mirror Shield. We have no zones left to play it. We have no way to activate it at all, so that sucks for me. I'm going to set this, flip this, activate this. We have no way to get rid of anything here. We're stuck with what's on board, which is really bad. And we just have back row, but we can't do anything about it. I have no way to out anything. This is the part of the deck that really sucks too, when you just have no way to out your own back row and you just get clogged like this. Absolutely terrible. And we have, to be fair, there are a lot of ways to get rid of things too. Like we have Forbidden Droplets, but I think I overdid it. I activated too many things. Yeah, we have to activate this. We have 4 turns to buy here. Never mind. He has Piercing. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, we lost that one. Fair and square. We lost. That was definitely a winnable game. It is what it is. Alright, we just lost a coin flip. Oof. Damn. Sometimes you see these hands and just like, oof. We lost a coin flip. We're going second. Decisive Gravekeeper Commandant. Damn. He's playing Raidraptors. This is going to be... We're in for a ride here. Yeah, increase all Raidraptors during the main phase. He's going to make himself level 5. He's going to set a card. Is it permanent, by the way, with the increase? Yeah, it's permanent. He's level 5 forever. Okay. This is a mini cry Lanius. What is a Lanius? I don't even know what a Lanius is. What is a Lanius? I don't know. Is it a bird? I don't know. I've never heard of a Lanius. He set 3. What is this? What is he playing? Is it like Labyrinth Raidraptor? What's going on here? And that is permanent. Okay, so I don't want the stick to stick to the board, because the second you let one of these stick, a million more stick onto the board. So we'll activate this first. We'll normal summon this dude out, and then we'll just start attacking. I don't want to do Moon Mirror, because that'll do less damage. So I'll Battle of Goganda. No, I'll attack, I mean, and then I'll just set all this stuff. I'm not going to use Moon Mirror until I draw something better, like a barrier statue or something. I'm moon mirroring this monster. It'd be completely pointless. Yeah, it'd be pointless. No point. If I lose him, I lose him. I mean, I have multiple forms of defense right now. I don't need to Moon Mirror him. Plus, he's got decent attack stats, so he might actually just attack over stuff. He doesn't have to do all... We don't have to do all of that. Wow. Wow, I haven't seen this guy since 2003. D-Human. Wow. No, I haven't seen this card in forever. This isn't like started at Kaiba or Yugi. I don't remember. Wow, I have not seen this guy in forever. Okay, we're playing against a bot. Now that makes sense. No, I was like, what's going on here? I have not seen this guy in forever. Makes sense. Makes sense why we didn't see him. What in the world is going on here? I literally have not... I don't think this card has been used. Okay, so now he's attacking with it. I think I'm just going to crack down this. I want to crack down it so I can make a rank 4 with it potentially. And I think that's just the best play. There's no point to storming it. Like, why would I storming? He's going to summon it next turn. Why would I Dogmatica? I don't care about destroying D-Human. So I think the best thing to do here in this situation is just to make a rank 4 potentially. And then I can, Wall of Revealing Light. Yeah, I think rank 4 is best. I just make Time Thief, I think. And Time Thief can really help us win. Time Thief, what about these other guys? Is there anyone better than Time Thief? No. Time Thief is just the best against these weirdo situations. Just make a Time Thief, summon him out. Always nice to see him. I don't use him quite as much as I used to, but he's still good, so we'll just attack. And because he's a bot and he's playing back row, we might get some traps and spells and stuff and speed this whole process up. That's the thing about the anti-meta deck is, like, it takes a little while to do this stuff. Like, sometimes, even if you have tempo's perfect, like, you have the whole game done, sometimes it's really difficult to close out a game, even if things are going absolutely flawlessly today. Alright, so we got Time Thief. Let's get a spell or a trap, not a monster, please. We get a spell. Awesome. That's actually the perfect thing. Ancient Gear Factory. This card is atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. But it's going to allow us to draw a free card on our opponent's turn for no reason. Alright, end phase. Wonderful. So we're going to hit Time Thief. We're going to grab ourselves a free draw. Again, try to speed this up. Forbidden Droplets isn't going to help, but it thins the deck, so that's still not going to help. Yeah, that doesn't help. But hopefully we get another spell card here and we can get another draw and potentially get a card that does help as a trap card. It's not helpful right now, but that could be helpful later. Okay, let's go to battle phase. Which is attack. Neither of these cards really help anything. But again, if we're drawing every single turn, that's not terrible. This is the one issue with this deck, and again, there's no way to fix this. This is one of those things that you cannot fix about anti-meta decks and back row decks in general. Is sometimes you don't see monsters for days, and they have fixed it with recent archetypes. So things like Labyrinth, for example, you actually never want to see the monsters ever. I mean, you want to see some furniture, maybe Ariana, but you definitely do not want to see the big monsters in that deck. It's okay if, I guess, if you see the trap card, if you see the one that special summons stuff, it's like whatever, but you never want to see, for example, like a Lovely Labyrinth. And that's kind of like the benefit of one of the newer back row decks that they've produced. But if you're playing a more classic deck, kind of like the one that we're playing right now, one of the more classic like back row decks, this guy's probably a bot, so he's going to run into this, so I'm not going to bother using a trap effect to send it back. Also, none of these effects are going to trigger because it has to be sent to the graveyard by card effect, so I'll let him do damage to himself, because that way next turn I get to win. And that's it, I just get to win. I don't have to do anything else. Okay, so it doesn't matter what we draw. We drew Time Tearing, but it actually doesn't matter what we draw, because the reality is we're about to win no matter what here. Yeah, we're going to get a Synchro Chase, cool. So we get, just activate Time Tearing. Cool, we get another spell card here, so we get another draw. We get 2 draws. Detach this. Time Thief is like so cool though. Look at this, Fossil Dyna, summon that out. Time Thief is so cool. It really is such an awesome card. It's helped us win so many damn games over the course of this entire challenge. It's like actually incredible how good this card is. And it's so great for the Masochist challenge because it's just as random. You don't know what is going to be on your opponent's deck. So it's just so awesome. You got 3 legacy tickets, cool. Okay, let's go in. Let's check out what's going on in the world of bots here. They're playing. Honestly, this is one of the better bot decks that I've seen. This looks actually somewhat playable. This looks like a starter deck. Like, this doesn't even look that bad. This honestly looks like a starter deck that Konami would like make and like give to new players. I swear, this actually is probably the most cohesive. This is like literally, this is exactly what Konami would do when they're making a starter deck. They throw a bunch of vanillas you're never going to use. They throw in a bunch of like okay beaters, like 2-3 tribute monsters. Literally, this looks like one of Konami's decks. I swear to you. Some cards like this obviously just don't work because they just don't work. But like, this is like a great card to have. This doesn't work at all, but like this is like a great card. But like some of these non-archetypal spells are actually not even terrible. Even something like this is just a free monster summon, not terrible. In terms of the extra deck, there's an Isolde in here, no reason for it to be here, but like it's got like Geonator Transfer. Like this, honestly, if I was starting a Masochist challenge and this was the pile I was starting with, it honestly wouldn't even be that bad. Like this is honestly, this is the least bad. This is the least bad bot deck I've ever seen in my entire life. That isn't the FTK bot. Obviously that deck is like the best of the bots, but like this is actually not even that bad. All right, let's open up a master pack and see what's going on here. Hopefully we get something good. Oh, it's glowing. Doesn't mean anything, but it's glowing. I don't think we pulled anything significant today. Actually, we pulled a Supreme K. That's not bad. Armed Dragon level 5. Battling Boxer. We can search this. Will we search this? Not based on what I just read. Terrors of Underroot. Goki Iron Claw. Goki's like a high/low rarity deck. It needs a lot of supers. Tunneler, we'll take it. Burden of the Mighty, we'll take it. Whatever, not a good card for our purposes, but we'll take it. Shark Drake, already have it. Is there a point to read it? Nope, because I already have it and I'm not playing it. And then we've got another Vernisloof. So we've got more Vernisloofs. Vernisloofs we have a couple of. I think this card looks cool. A little duck man. I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay, let's open up some master or legacy tickets. I always say that and I don't mean it. We'll open them one by one. I think I actually kind of prefer to go one by one. It leaves a little more... It's more interesting. Marmoting Captain, Bombardment Beetle. It's a flip effect monster that isn't good enough. Yeah, I actually kind of miss opening them one by one. There's more suspense to it. It's like opening them, just clicking skip kind of sucks. It's if I was doing the challenge on my own, I probably would click skip, but I'm doing it in the context of this show, so like clicking skip is kind of like, it's anticlimactic. Armored Lizard, Jane is cool. I guess that's another Lightsworn. We have Lightsworns. I don't know if we have enough to put together. Domino Effect, Worm. We have a okay amount of Lightsworns. Nowhere near enough to build anything, but we have 2 copies of Raiden, DD Teflon. Yeah, 2 copies of Raiden, a few other cards. Some decent ones, but nothing too crazy. Cactus, Mystic Lamp. Not the worst cards in the world. And then we'll see what we get here. See what we get here. It's really like, there's a lot of flickering. Dark Prisoner looks like a really cool card. I really like, I've said this before, I really like some of the older artworks. I like the way that they look. Wild Nature's Release, Mysterious Guard. I really like some of the older artworks of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I love that generic like school photo background, Black Stego, and the trap card that isn't going to be any good. I love that like old background. It looks really cool. Mosaic Dragon and Handcuffs Dragon. Is this any good during... Oh, Mosaic Manticore. During the standby phase, after this card is tribute summoned, this face-up card, special summon it from the graveyard as many monsters used for its tribute summon. Okay. So basically, you tribute summon for this, and then the monsters you use for tribute, you get back for free. Again, this is like one of those like really, really old cards, so outdated, so no real way to use it. Yeah, nothing too crazy here. Okay, let's review this deck. We've got this deck was pretty much our usual. I actually really like this deck. I actually really did. It's our usual anti-meta deck, but it has the Shark engine. But also, it really utilizes like sending and destroying our own cards, which I thought was really cool. We have multiple ways to like get rid of clogging our own lane, which is like we have the Fossil Skull Wagon dude, we have the Unending Nightmare, we have the Forbidden Droplet. So if we clog up our own zones, we can get rid of things like Synchro Zone, we can get rid of things like Necro Valley, which I shouldn't have in that one duel, but it is what it is. But yeah, we can get rid of our own back row whenever we need to. That way we can attack with it. And there's a lot of continuous cards, and it's really revolved around basically protecting the statues. Now, one thing I will say, I don't know if the Buzzsaw Shark, Right Hand Shark really works in this particular deck, but honestly, I don't think we got enough of a sample size, and we also got really unlucky because we played against a 60 card deck when we had it, and we play against a deck that has the card that can out it. Then we actually played against a dude that had a Lava Golem, which it doesn't really matter because you need specifically a Kaiju, but still, like we just all day long, we didn't really, in the situations where we were able to get to this, we couldn't really do anything with it. But overall, I thought the deck actually performed really, really well.